Hello everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a very quick what are their thoughts and feelings about you. Okay, their current thoughts, their current feelings. Very quick because I am currently on vacation. So I will not be here for all of next week. I will not be posting. I'll not have the ability to do so. You can still book readings on my website, tarotreadingsbyd.com, for after I return on April 4th. And before I get into it, and so that I don't have to repeat myself, although the first video I recorded for this week, I did have to repeat myself once or twice. This is a general reading. I did not think that I would have to clarify that, but this is, in fact, indeed a general reading. And with that said, take what resonates and leave the rest. Not every single thing that I say is going to resonate to you and your situation because it is meant to be a general reading. And if it does not resonate with you, it is not meant for you. So now let's get into the beautiful crystal selection. We have amethyst for pile 1. We have rose quartz for pile 2. And we have tiger's eye for pile 3. Hello, pile 1, my amethyst pile. Let's take a look at your person's current thoughts and current feelings about this connection that they share with you. What are their current thoughts? What are their current feelings? Pile 1. Let's take a gander. Let's see what is on your person's mind when it comes to you and when it comes to the connection itself. We start out with the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, Six of Pentacles, and then that guy on top. I had a feeling he was coming out. The Three of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is very interesting because to me, this is bringing up clarity and communication with the Ace of Swords. The High Priestess is going to bring up finding you to be highly desirable, still wanting to be in your life in some way, let's say, because the Six of Pentacles is going to represent reciprocation, the Three of Swords is going to represent heartbreak, and the Nine of Wands is going to represent that this person has their guard up and that this person feels somewhat wounded. So to me, there's a couple of different possibilities here that I'm just going to quickly, briefly run through since I only have about like 20 minutes left of recording time on my phone. And the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands to me can either represent something that you've done to them or something that they're still carrying with them from their past. I do feel like for the majority of us, this is something that they're still carrying with them from their past. Because I feel like when it comes to this person, they're very attracted to you. So their current thoughts and their current feelings are there's a lot of attraction. There's similar interests. They feel like you are reciprocating their energy. And then we switch over to this Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, where it seems like this person's heavily guarded. It seems like this person's been hurt in the past. It seems like this person, it's almost like they need it to be exceedingly true to them that there could be something reciprocated here before they're really going to take their chance. And even then, you might still be dealing with their past relationship trauma and their guardedness even into a relationship with them. This person, to me, when it comes to you and the current thoughts on their mind, it's kind of like they need clarity and communication. They find you to be very attractive, very desirable. They want you, but this is definitely in a very sexual way. And I feel like for your person at times, they're almost not really, they're trying to not let themselves catch feelings. You know, not just for you, but for literally anyone. They really try not to catch feelings for people because they're never quite sure if those feelings are going to be reciprocated. And I feel like this person has a huge fear of being rejected. I feel like they've been hurt in the past. They've been rejected in the past. They have major wounds that they have not dealt with. They have major past relationship traumas and past relationship baggage that they have not dealt with. and they come off as being very guarded, but also very almost like still stuck on or still hurt by whatever's occurred in the past, whether it was with you or if it was with someone else, especially if this is a newer connection. I feel like right now, when it comes to this person, what's currently on their mind is more so like, I'm not going to allow myself to take this connection any further or any deeper than that physical intimacy or that attraction or that chemistry that's between us, unless I really know that this person is going to reciprocate my feelings. And I feel like it's really difficult at times to break down the guard or the blocks that this person has up in front of them. It's very difficult. They hardly, if ever, let anyone through to see the true them. And I feel like when it comes to this person, it's like communication has to be strong, reciprocation has to be strong, and the physical attraction is already there. Even perhaps the physical intimacy has already been built between the both of you. But when it comes to this person in general, I feel like they hardly, if ever, allow someone to get through this guarded barrier baggage mess that they've built up in front of themselves. I hope that makes sense, pile one. My phone died on me, but I hope that makes sense, pile one. I was pretty much at the end of this reading, so I do hope that makes sense. Thank you all so much, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile two, my rose quartz pile. Let's take a look at what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you and about the connection itself. Let's see, what are your person's current thoughts and feelings? We start out with the Ace of Wands. Okay, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands. So there is a lot of attraction and chemistry. We've got the Five of Swords. They're trying not to screw it up. They're trying not to screw up this connection. We've got the Page of Pentacles, and that is mainly because they see a future. And the Strength card that fell out onto the floor. So I just realized I forgot to do this, I think, when I was like leaving off some of the other piles. But I'm going to immediately say that this situation might involve some fire signs. Could be sun, moon, Venus, rising, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Could be fire signs, so that would be Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Does not have to be. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, but this could very well be a situation involving some fire signs. So there's a lot of physical and sexual attraction with that Queen of Wands and that Ace of Wands. There's also a lot of communication. So the two of you more than likely are in communication with one another. The two of you might be friends, acquaintances, work together, whatever the case might be for you and your person. I'm bringing up work especially because of the Page of Pentacles. So the two of you know one another. You already have a rapport with one another. At times, there's a lot of chemistry, flirtation, and attraction within this connection. Okay, there's a lot of flirting that goes on. For the most part, things have seemed extremely light or lighthearted when it comes to this connection and when it comes to the way that the two of you communicate with one another. And I feel like that Five of Swords that's breaking up this reading, per se, is a card that can represent self-sabotage. It's a card that can represent, just regular old sabotage. And I feel like your person's trying to be very mindful of not taking this side of it too far, because they see that something stronger could be built between the both of you, and they do see a future with you. And it's the Strength card. I always bring this message up, and this message comes out a lot with Strength, especially in a reading like this, where the Strength card can be representative of us trying to, quote unquote, tame ourselves. And that's because we don't want to leave a bad impression on the other person. Okay, so when it comes to this Ace of Wands and this Queen of Wands, there's a lot of physical attraction. If the two of you are not already hooking up, this person would love nothing more than to hook up with you, let's say. Okay, like they definitely find you to be physically attractive. But They don't want to self-sabotage because maybe in the past they've had great chemistry, they've had great communication, they've had great sex with other people, but that was all that they focused on. You know, they only focused on the physical intimacy. They didn't try to commit. They didn't try to lock it down first, etc., whatever the case might be. Maybe they went a little bit too fast with all this wands energy. They tried to move things a little bit too fast and it did not work out for them, and they're not trying to make the same mistake twice with you. They feel like there's something stronger, something more solid to this connection that needs to be explored. And I feel like the way that they're exploring it currently is through emotional intimacy and emotional vulnerability with that strength card. They're trying to calm down and chill on all the sexual energy and even maybe the chemistry that exists between the two of you. And it seems like this person's really wanting to get to know you. You know, they're trying to, at this point, I feel, they're trying to get to know you. They're trying to open up and share more about themselves. They're trying to show you that they have the capability of committing, even maybe that they have the capability of being more serious, or this is something that's coming up for me. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. But something that I'm getting from this is almost like they're trying to be more serious / have deeper conversations with you. Because for the most part, let's say maybe communication within this connection has been very light, or it's been very flirtatious, or it's been very, hey, how you doing, sort of thing. But there hasn't been serious conversations. And for some reason, I just keep getting this message of like another way that this person's not trying to screw this up, and another way that this person's trying to obviously build emotional intimacy and be emotionally vulnerable with you is by opening up and showing you that they can also be serious. They can also be someone that you can think of settling down with. And I feel like that's almost what this person's trying to do right now. They're trying to prove themselves in some way. They're trying to show you that there's opportunity that exists within this connection beyond sex or chemistry or physical attraction that exists between you both. And they're trying not to sabotage it for themselves by moving too quickly. So you might find that maybe they're like, you might even find with this person that at this point in time, or as we move forward into the near future, that this person starts to become, or starts to make it less about sex or physical attraction or flirtation. And even though that's definitely still in existence, the reason why they're trying to make it less about that is because they're really trying to let you see exactly who it is that they are, and they're hoping for you to also open up and be authentic with them and show them exactly who it is that you are. Overall, there's a lot of beautiful things happening here. I feel they're also very mindful of not, I feel like with them too, they're very mindful of not trying to rush this, and they're very mindful of trying not to make it be all about sex or them seeming like that's all that they want from this connection, because to me, they want more, and they're trying to tame that part of themselves because they know that that part of themselves has resulted in connections only focusing on physical intimacy. And they can see that there's something stronger here. They feel stronger about you. I hope that makes sense. That is pretty much all for today. Thank you all so much for allowing me to read for you. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, Pile 3, my tiger's eye pile. Let's take a look at your person's current thoughts and current feelings about the connection, about you. What is going on with them? How is it that they are currently thinking and feeling about you? Okay, we've got the moon, the Six of Wands. So to me already, it can indicate that there's a lot of attraction that they have for you and a lot of admiration that they have toward you, but they might not have opened up about it yet with the Moon card. And then we have the Hanged Man hopping out. So the Nine of Cups. And what will we have here? The Ace of Pentacles. So this person seems to be very slow in their movements. This person at times might not be telling you how they feel, but it does seem as though they do have feelings for you and that they do see the opportunity that exists within this connection. So as far as their current thoughts and feelings, we start out with the moon. The moon is going to represent that this person at times feels a little insecure. They also, I would say, they're trying to build up their confidence with that Six of Wands jumping out right after. Okay, so at a base level of, like, let's say what's going on with your person, the reason why at times this connection seems to be on a pause, or there might not seem to be much going on, even though there seems to be feelings that the two of you have for one another, is because this person's currently got it on a pause so that they could build up their confidence. The moon here is representing to me that this person at times is insecure. They might have certain fears and anxieties regarding this connection or moving it forward, and I would say that those mainly have to deal with their own insecurities, their own lack of confidence, and even perhaps the fear of rejection. So that's why you might feel like at times this connection goes from being maybe a little hot and heavy, or the two of you seem to be communicating with one another a lot, to this connection seeming to pause. And that's because your person's pausing for reflection, your person's pausing to build up their confidence, etc. When it comes to you and their thoughts and feelings about you, I would say again, the moon is mainly representing that the feelings that this person has for you are not out in the open yet. They're definitely hiding something about the way in which they feel about you. And when we see that Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is absolutely going to bring up attraction. You know, that this person feels very attracted to you, that this person admires you a lot. This person might like even, and they find you admirable in that sense that they look up to you as well, because they find you to be somebody that has it all. You know, like I would say that Six of Wands is going to bring up or bring us into total package territory, where you seem to be very successful at what it is that you do. You're very beautiful and attractive physically, and you also have a beautiful personality to match. So in this person's eyes, you are very much so the total package. I also find it kind of funny because I just realized that the Six of Wands and the Nine of Cups, and both of these cards are going to be cards that bring up this, you know, like person of my dreams, or even, I guess, total package could be something that is quite similar to that. You know, this person looks at you as the total package, the person of their dreams. They're very attracted to you, very drawn to you. But I do feel like with that Hanged Man, when it comes to the Hanged Man, we are looking at this person taking some time to pause and to reflect. Taking some time perhaps to pause and to reflect. I feel like with that Nine of Cups, there's emotional fulfillment and emotional intimacy that they gain from this connection. They're already very emotionally invested in you. What I find interesting with this Nine of Cups, especially next to the Hanged Man, because the Nine of Cups at times, it can represent that we already within our lives are very emotionally fulfilled. And it's almost as though this person's trying to also, with that Hanged Man, the Hanged Man's looking to reflect. The Hanged Man is looking for perspective on the situation. And to me, it's almost this message of this person trying to figure out how it is that you're going to fit into their lives. And that's not in a bad way that has like absolutely zero negative connotation to it, but it is this indication of this person feeling like they've already got either a lot going on in their life, or they've got a lot of things that make them happy. They in general might seem to be someone who's very happy-go-lucky, somebody who also in your eyes might have it all or might be the total package. And I feel like this person is really looking at you and looking at the future of this connection and wondering or fantasizing or even idealizing about what it is or how it is that you're going to add to their life. And I feel like that's important, and I feel like that shows a lot of, let's say, I don't know how to describe it, but for me it's almost like it adds a lot of, maybe let's say, strength, or it adds a lot of, I don't know what the right word is to use, but when it comes to this person, I just feel like that's a very good way to look at a relationship, because when we are getting into a relationship, like let's say we should already be happy, healthy, fulfilled. And this person's looking at you and looking at the connection and asking himself or herself, how is this person going to continue to make my life happy, healthy, and fulfilling? You know, is this person going to add to that, or is this person going to take away from that? And I overall find that to be very interesting, and I find it to be a good way perhaps for any of us to look at a relationship or a connection that is coming into our lives. How is this person going to add to my life? And I feel like that's because your person's already very happy. Your person's already very satisfied and fulfilled by their life. And again, there's no negative connotation to it, but it's definitely something that they are reflecting upon. And I find that, I don't know, I find that to be so interesting. I don't know if you'll find it to be interesting, but I do. And I find that to be a very healthy way, perhaps, for this person to be going into this, because there is this strong indication of, again, I'm already happy, healthy, and fulfilled. And how is this person going to make my life happier, healthier, and more fulfilling? Or, of course, is this person going to make my life miserable? And they look at you and they really do see that you're somebody who absolutely in this connection has the potential and the opportunity to make their life even more happy, healthier, and fulfilling than perhaps it is right now. So they're really seeing the potential and the opportunity that this connection has. They're thinking also, let's say, about making this connection more so serious than it is. I feel like the insecurities that your person might struggle with is something that they're working out. I feel like when it comes to them wanting to let their feelings be known, they're pausing and they're reflecting upon how to do that. They're really looking to and really wanting to move this connection forward and deepen the level of commitment within it. But there's certainly somebody, I would say, that's a very deep thinker. And due to them being that deep thinker, it does seem as though they take the time when they need the time to reflect, to find the perspective that they need, etc. They also seem to be very considerate. And I feel like when it comes to this connection in general, there's an emotional investment and bond that's already been building between the both of you. And I feel like right now your person's trying to really come up with, per se, the best way to allow their feelings to be known. But I feel like that type of communication is incoming. However, I feel like in the past, or maybe into the near future, when you see this person sort of dipping out, and of course, take what resonates, leave the rest. But when you see this person sort of, let's say, dipping out, it's definitely that there's somebody that is perhaps a deep thinker. There's somebody that maybe needs their time to think, to reflect. They might be somebody who's a little bit introverted. They might be somebody that likes to almost like figure things out on their own, but not in a bad way. Just like there's times when this person needs to think and they take that time that they need to think. And I feel like as far as what it is that they've been thinking about right now when it comes to this connection, they know that this connection is going to add to their life. They know that this connection is going to add to their happiness, their fulfillment, etc. And they're really looking forward to continuing to explore this connection, continuing to deepen the bond or the commitment level within this connection, continuing to like build and grow and learn with you throughout time. Now, I've been doing this for some of the other piles today, although at times I have been forgetting. And the zodiac signs, I would say, as far as zodiac signs that could be represented within this, again, take what resonates, leave the rest. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, we have Pisces, and we also have Earth signs, so that would be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo being represented here today. It does not have to be, but that is what is represented. I thank you all so very much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.